looks like it's lemon jello. Hello and welcome to more comedy cooking in Larissa's kitchen. I'm obviously making something with lemon jello, but as to what it is, well, that's up to interpretation since this recipe didn't even include a title. You can also see it has absolutely no instructions, so I have no idea what on earth this is supposed to be. I give you pineapple lemon surprise. Alright, let's have a look at these baking instructions, shall we? Or rather, lack thereof, since there's absolutely no instructions whatsoever. There's not even a title on this, so I can't be guaranteed what this dessert is supposed to be. But based on the time frame and how my grandma used to make stuff, I'm guaranteeing that this is a layered lemon jello dessert. Now you can see the bottom layer is going to have lemon jello mixed with fruit and marshmallows. Now I'm not going to make this wrong. I know we have to cool down this lemon jello before we add the fruit, otherwise the marshmallows will rise to the top and the fruit will sink to the bottom. So we're going to start off with 1 package of lemon jello, 1/2 cup of hot water, 1/2 cup of cold water, and 1 cup of 7-Up. Okay, we're going to start by pouring this lemon jello into a 2.5 quart bowl, and then we're going to add this hot water. Now we're going to whisk to dissolve. Alright, this is dissolved. Let's go ahead and add our cold water and our 7-Up. And there is a possibility that the 7-Up may make this jello opaque rather than translucent. Okay, this is just going to go in the refrigerator as is. I'm going to stir it every 30 minutes to check the consistency. Once it starts mounting, then I'll know it's ready to put in the fruit and the marshmallows. Okay, we're going to need to drain our can of pineapple. Now this is a 20-ounce can. The recipe doesn't say, but I'm assuming that's what it is. We're going to reserve the pineapple liquid because we need that for our sauce down below. Okay, this is after the first 30 minutes. Not remotely ready. While that jello firms up enough to put the fruit and marshmallows in, we're going to go ahead and get our custard together. Now I'm assuming this is a layer and not mixed into the lemon jello because that would just be awful. Alright, so we're going to start with a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1 cup of pineapple juice, now that's reserved from that can, along with 1 beaten egg. We're going to cook this until it's thick. I've got a small saucepan on over medium-high heat. We're just going to melt this butter, then eventually add the flour to it and make a roux. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and dump in this flour and stir it and allow this butter to cook the flour just a little bit. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and add the pineapple juice next. I don't think I should add the sugar to this. Alright, we'll let that get dissolved in here. Okay, and now the sugar. Okay, and I think I'm going to bring this up to temperature before I add the egg. I don't think I should add the egg to the cold liquids. But I have no idea since there's no instructions. Okay, I am assuming that I'm going to have to temper this egg before I put it in there, otherwise it's just going to curdle. So I'm going to go ahead and ladle just a little bit of this pineapple mixture into this egg, mixing it continuously. Then I'm going to go ahead and pour the egg mixture all back into the pan and mix that continuously. Then we're just going to go ahead and cook it on medium-high heat until it's thick and bubbly. Okay, this mixture is hot, but I don't want it to boil, so I'm going to go ahead and temper this egg. Alright, and then all of this is going back in here. Okay, this still has curdled just a little bit. I'm hoping that when it boils, it will smooth out. Okay, I don't think these whites are going to incorporate very well, and this probably should have been done with a whisk, but I only have one, and it's in that lemon jello. Okay, if this dessert interests you and you like lemon jello desserts, now that I think about it, what I probably should have done is whisked the sugar, the pineapple juice, and the egg together until it was smooth, and then added it to the roux in the pan. But that's why this is called comedy cooking. Okay, this is probably as thick as it's going to get. We don't want to reduce it too much, so I'm going to go ahead and just turn this off. Okay, we're going to let this cool to room temperature. Then after that, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator too, because I think it needs to be cold before it goes on that lemon jello. Okay, I think one more half an hour and we'll be good. Okay, I've mentioned the fruit in marshmallow a couple of times, so let's talk about what those are. We've got our 20 ounces of pineapple that's crushed and it's been drained. We're also going to need half of a cup of mini marshmallows, because if we used full-size marshmallows, that would look ridiculous. Also, that scribble right there, I'm pretty sure is 1 cup of sliced bananas. We're also going to need 1 package of Dream Whip. That's 1 envelope, because 1 envelope makes 2 cups of whipped topping. Now, I haven't talked about what we're going to make this in, and that's because I'm not entirely sure. It was probably supposed to go in a 9 by 13 inch cake pan, but I'm not going to put it in there because I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm going to go ahead and put it in this 8 by 11.5 inch pan, and that way the slices should be just a little bit thicker. Okay, you can see that this is moundable, so we don't want it to get too set, so we're going to go ahead and put in our marshmallows, our bananas. This ended up being 1 banana. And our pineapple. All right, let's get this fully incorporated, and then this is going in my 8 by 11.5 inch pan. Ugh, I hope this sets up all the way. Alright, this is going to go in the refrigerator to completely set up for at least 2.5 hours. Okay, we're down to our packet of Dream Whip. Now, I'm going out on a limb here thinking that I do need to actually make this into its whipped topping. So for this envelope, we're going to need 1/2 cup of milk and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. We're just going to whip this all together in a bowl. Alright, I've never actually made Dream Whip before. I assume that this is done. Alright, now there's been a little bit of debate here. There is very little pineapple curd here, so I'm beginning to think that I'm actually supposed to fold it into this Dream Whip and then top everything. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to fold half this pineapple curd in at once. I keep trying to call it lemon curd. I also don't understand why you couldn't just use whipped cream. Alright, once I get this incorporated, it's going on top of that gelatin. Okay, on top of here. All right, let's smooth this out. Okay, let's give this a taste. This is yet another dessert that I am not looking forward to trying. I don't generally eat lemon desserts because I think they're too sweet. Let's give this one a taste. I have a feeling the bananas are going to be its only saving grace. That is awful. Terrible.
Going for multiple marshmallows?
Yeah, double marshmallow.
It's bad.
Oh, that marshmallow is hideous.
Oh!
Oh, the banana!
Oh!
In the trash.
Why did you